Hi everyone, my name is Varsha and welcome to Study with Varsha. So today we are going to learn about AWS pricing and cost optimization. So if you are a AWS DevOps engineer, you know very well this topic is very important. And this, if you are going to add this point in your CV, it is a chance to get selected your CV 10 to 20% the chance will increase. Why? Because this is very crucial topic and it is possible that 90% interviewer in the second round or first round, they will ask what you do for the cost optimization because this is the responsibility of the DevOps engineer, cost optimization, so that we will get less price or less bill. So today we will deep dive in that. So without any further delay, let's start. And yes, this is theoretical part. Practical also I will show tomorrow. See, so the first thing, AWS pricing model. Pricing model, or we can say pricing concept. What it is? It means in simple term, it AWS will give pay as you go, or we can say save when you commit, like saving plan, pay less by using more. So it is on demand instance. So like there are too many types of instances in of EC2 that I have covered in my EC2 video. So here I'm not going to deep dive, but for taking a reference, I'm saying on-demand instance is there, reserve instance is there. For example, if we are going to use the instance for continuously 1 to 3 years in the like for example, we can say production environment. So we are going to use reserve instance. Saving plans would be there, which we are going to use for some logs. Spot instance will be there, which we have to, do for some instant things. Dedicated host will be there. So according to our requirement, for example, for logs, we are choosing different kind of instance. For production, we will choose different. For dev, we will choose different. For pre-prod, we will choose different. So as per our requirement, we will choose the instance. So in this way, we can save the cost. So if interviewer is asking, how can you save the cost at instance level? So you have to say this answer. कि As per my requirement, we will use the instance for it, and you have to give that example. Now, second thing about pricing model is dividing factor of cost. What is the factor of cost? Basically, it has a three costs. What it is? Compute, storage, and data transfer. Okay, compute, storage, and data transfer. So compute usage means CPU hours. How many hours CPU it is using? Storage means compute means CPU. Okay. Storage means GB per month. How much GB it is using per month. Now data transfer will come into the like which from which region to which region you are transferring the data. What is the service type you are using? What is the licensing and monitoring thing? So these three things, basically three things is there: compute, storage, and data transfer. So that is the you know dividing factor. 1 second. Yeah, sorry for the inconvenience. Yeah, so this is the dividing factor of cost optimization. Now, second thing is compute cost factor. We have talked that dividing factor of cost will depend on compute, storage, and data transfer. So let's deep dive into the compute resource. That is, you pay by a certain span of time, like hour or by second. So instance type, compute cost factor, EC2. Oh, instance type is T3, T5, C6G. So it will, so all this like T2 micro, if you are practicing, so generally we do T3 large. So this is the types of instance also. This is also a type. That is for compute level cost factor. So when we are choosing the instance, we have to see, okay, this is like this much CPU, we have to choose this much RAM, and from how many hours that instance is running, what is the operating system, like we have chosen Linux instance, Windows, Ubuntu. So it's depend. Purchase option. Now we are using on demand, reserve instance, spot instance, and that how much EBS, EBS means elastic block storage, uh, for files, large files and all we use. So what is EBS we are using? So all this thing will we have to keep in mind. So you can say like that also. Next thing is storage cost factor. Storage cost factor means how much storage you use. So for storage, EBS is also a thing, but generally we use S3. Like S3 means S3 stands for simple storage service, but here S3 classes. That in S3 also too many different types is there. Standard, intelligent, glacier. So now here also we have to choose GB stored per month, put get request, lifecycle transition, EBS volume type, IO apps, and snapshot storage. So this is also a cost optimization factor. Here also we can reduce the cost. For example, if some instances the logs is there which is more than 3 months, so we will set some API so that after 3 months log will delete, or we can choose for which is not relevant or which is not really important. We can choose that different S3 classes. For production thing, we can choose different S3 classes as per our convenience. So here also we can save the cost. Now, the fourth thing is we talked dividing factor is compute, storage, and data transfer. Compute and storage we have discussed. Third is data transfer. Data transfer means inbound data, like internet is coming to the AWS, usually it will be free. Outbound data is from AWS to internet that will charge per GB. For example, if we have to Google is from someone Google is from Google they are trying to access our internet, that is inbound, that is free. But when from your service you are trying to hit the Google, at that time it will be outbound and it will charge per CV. So that we should have to be keep in mind, like same AZ zone that is free. But if you are using multi AZ zone, like one is US East one is Northern Virginia, something like that, or Mumbai region, so at that time it will be charged. And inter-region transfer is expensive. So that is the data transfer cost. That should also we can explain. Now, AWS pricing and billing. I will show something like how can we calculate AWS pricing, but for now, just understand AWS Cost Explorer. Okay, so AWS pricing and billing, there are two like AWS organization and AWS billing and cost management dashboard is there. AWS budget is there, AWS cost explorer is there, AWS pricing calculator is also there. So AWS cost explorer, AWS budget, AWS pricing. So too many things is there. If you will go here and if you will search like AWS calculator, you will get some link. 1 minute. Yeah. So if you will open, so yeah, mm, like you will get okay how much size is there, that is and according to our requirement we can give it it will give you the code like if we are choosing this instance this S3, so how much cost you will get, and generally this is the standard way from here only we use to calculate. It's taking time, leave it just for now. Okay, now next is AWS supports plan. Basic supports, developer supports, business support, enterprise support, too many support is there. Basic means free documentation, developer that will support by email, business 24 into 7 production support, and enterprise that is TN and fastest response that will charge also. Now, AWS Partner Network that we used to call in a short form APN, Partner Network. That is consulting partner, technology partner, training partner. So it will depend on that. Cost optimization strategy. What strategy we follow? In simple term, you should have to tell to the interviewer right size of instance, auto scaling implementation so that memory will not, um, lost, or use spot instance, purchase saving plans, S3 lifecycle policy, deleted unused resources, monitoring via CloudWatch and trusted advisor. So this thing you learn, you can say this to the interviewer in the interview, it will be more than enough. And there is some interview questions, so you can implemented right sizing, auto enable auto scaling, use saving plan for. So they may ask. So this is the example. So I hope you liked it because this is a very important topic, and I have covered the theoretical part. Because most of the cases, if you are talking learning in the point of interviews, so this is more than enough. But yeah, I will definitely show the practical as well. Practical is nothing but how to calculate. So in this, I don't think anything is practical. That is only one thing is practical. That how can we, for that I need some, AWS ID that I didn't have. But yeah, we can give the what we are going to do, and we can use it. See, AWS pricing calculator. How can we add? So it is there. You can follow the official document. That will be good. So thank you for watching Study with Varsha. Have a great day.